Hey everybody, welcome back, and let's go dungeon for a quick trip to Speculation Station. And we're going to talk about Chase and Marriott because I think big changes are coming, and not just because one card has already been announced that it's getting changes in July. So let's just jump into that and see where we go. So first and foremost, the Marriott Bonvoy Bolb card. The only no annual fee Marriott card that is remotely available, it has announced changes to it that are taking effect on July 11th. Weird date, but let's go on. So come July 11th, the card will be losing its 2 times travel category. It will be gaining 2 times points on groceries, 2 times points on rideshare services, select delivery services. I believe restaurants was the other one, but it will have a 4th 2-time category. It will be losing its travel category and gaining those 3 categories for grocery, rideshare, and delivery services. So basically, your trip to the supermarket, your Lyft to go to the supermarket, and if you don't feel like going to the supermarket, your DoorDash to get things that you could just as easily pick up from a supermarket. So that is definitely going to be happening. And then also on July 11th, the card will be losing its 15 free nights in favor of 5 free night award credits. And it will be giving you just automatic silver status. This leads me to think that Chase and Marriott are going to be reshaping the entire Chase Marriott collection. And so that gives me another idea that if they're going to reshape the whole collection, maybe they're going to bring out 2 new cards. And the reason for this is Chase obviously tracks the applications for cards that they get. They have tracked everyone who's been getting the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, whenever they have the 5 free night award offer, whenever they have a 3 free night award offer, or they put a whatever welcome offer they get, right? So they're tracking those. They're also tracking how many of their customers who get one of those cards also has the Bonvoy Business card from American Express, or also happens to have, the Bonvoy Brilliant or another card, because the Bonvoy Brilliant and the Bonvoy Business combine to give you 40 free nights, which is a distinct advantage over anything that American Express can offer. Anything that Chase can offer you. So I think Chase and Marriott have been in negotiations for a new credit card contract, and the fruit's bountiful. Sorry, really hard to keep up with the B's. Bonvoy alliteration needs to end. But I think we're going to get a small reprieve on that because part of this will include Marriott bringing back one of its most popular cards that isn't publicly available, that being the Ritz Carlton card. I think Chase is coming to these negotiations with one thing very clear. We want our Bonvoy customers to stay with our cards. And so the only way they can do that is by offering things akin to what you can get on the American Express side. So the Bonvoy Bolb will just be a no annual fee, 5 elite night qualifying nights, silver status card. I think we're going to see changes to the Bonvoy Boundless. What those will be, I'm not 100% sure, but we could see that annual fee raise, and some additional changes could come to it. The lowest dollar amount for a credit card annual fee that also features Bonvoy Gold status is $125. So I think we could see a small bump on the Bonvoy Boundless to $125 or $150, and you get Bonvoy Gold with that card, and you get some other spending limits. You get the 15 free nights, and it becomes a nice, $125, $150. Maybe it stays at $95, but I doubt it. Card, keep the spending categories the way they are, even though it's basically like 6 times Marriott and 3 times on grocery, dining, and gas up to $6,000. Maybe they'll bump that up to match the Bonvoy, the Bonvoy Bevy and Bountiful, I think cap at 10 or 15. So maybe they'll raise that, and they'll look at changing the Bonvoy Bountiful as well. So that card could offer gold, and we'll see what they do from there. And then the Bonvoy Bountiful, which is not a particularly strong card. It's the Chase version of the Bonvoy Bevy, and everybody says don't get the Bevy because it's relatively weak. That's true. The only thing you get for the $250 annual fee is Bonvoy Gold, really. There's no major feature on those cards that make it better than significantly Bonvoy Boundless, or if you have it with American Express, the Marriott Bonvoy card. So I could see changes to the Bountiful, especially if they make the Boundless better. But the one card I do think we're going to see reintroduced, and this is one of the two new cards I'm talking about would be the Ritz Carlton card. Again, Chase tracks everything we do, right? They're first and foremost a bank, secondly an analytics company, and they've created a media company for Chase offers that is going to take more of that data and analytics, but that's a discussion for another time. I think we're going to see the Ritz Carlton card reintroduced. The thing that kind of keyed on this was, first, the Ritz Carlton card coming back as a metal card. Not as heavy as it used to be, but coming back as a metal card for card holders. Second, the influence that we've seen from social media engagement, like things like here on YouTube, folks' product changed from a Boundless up to the Ritz Carlton card. Whether that's just social media alone, we've like Spencer Johnson has mentioned that he got the Boundless to start the clock to upgrade to the Ritz Carlton card. Jake Mercure has mentioned doing that. I'm not sure if Stan the Credit Frog has, and I know I'm just going on a naming spree. But there are folks, Bo's Travel, and Bo, I'm sorry if I got your channel name wrong, but I'm going to link to it in the description here. He also has the Ritz Carlton card, and I believe he got it from the Boundless. Fern from Fern's Credit Tips and Tricks, and again, Fern, I'm sorry if I got this wrong. He's also mentioned that he's looking to get the Ritz Carlton card, even though he is more of a Hyatt guy. So there's a bunch of creators who have highlighted that they're getting the Boundless to specifically get the Ritz Carlton card. And it goes beyond social media in terms of YouTube. I'm sure Chase has folks monitoring Reddit boards, monitoring wherever else people are talking about credit, and folks talking about getting a Bonvoy Boundless for the $95 annual fee for the first year, and then product changing up to a Ritz. And they're tracking everyone who's doing it. So they know that there's a new demand for the Ritz Carlton card. Well, if Chase wants to kind of keep everyone who applies for a Chase Marriott card in the Chase Marriott ecosystem, bringing back that top level card makes a lot of sense. So I could definitely see them coming back with that card, and Marriott kind of putting into negotiations that like that card can't become better than the Brilliant because the Brilliant's working out for them with American Express, but can be equal to the Brilliant in a couple of ways. So I think they're going to publicly relaunch the Ritz Carlton card. It's going to have a crazy welcome offer when it comes out, but you're going to see things like the annual fee increase. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the annual fee increase from the $450 that it currently is to $650, like the Brilliant. So for $650, what are we getting? Hopefully we're going to keep the same travel credit, the same airline incidental that the Ritz Carlton card currently has. I'd actually like to see that transform into Chase's industry-leading travel credit of $300, like the $550 Chase Sapphire Reserve. So we're going to keep that credit and hopefully expand it to all travel, not just airline incidentals, so that all you have to do is just swipe the card, tap the card, use the card online, whatever, get your travel credit. And you're also going to get bumped from Bonvoy Gold status to the same status as the Bonvoy Brilliant, which is Titanium? It's not whatever's just below Ambassador. So Platinum. Sorry, it is going to be Platinum because Titanium is just below Ambassador. My apologies. So we're going to get Titanium status just like the Bonvoy Brilliant. We're going to get the $300 travel credit. I'm sure it's still going to include Priority Pass, although with Priority Pass restaurants leaving the game, I think you're going to keep the unlimited guests. I don't know what they're going to do with Priority Pass, but they're probably going to keep Priority Pass and the Chase Sapphire lounges. Okay. So what else do we get for $300? I'm sure you're also going to keep TSA Global Entry credit. And I could see them, keeping this as a travel hotel credit card, maybe adding Clear, maybe adding something else, maybe, Lyft benefits and DoorDash benefits as well, because they want to keep this card. They could make this card Chase Marriott's version of the Sapphire Reserve, except better than the Sapphire Reserve for Marriott specific reasons, right? And hopefully part of this agreement is the Sapphire Reserve will get Marriott Gold because everybody gets Marriott Gold if you ask them kindly enough. So Ritz Carlton card would be coming back in this scenario, at least in my head. I've got the Bonvoy Boundless jumping up in annual fee, jumping up in status acquired with it. I'm not sure what else we do with it. But again, Chase is looking at what American Express offers on the Bonvoy side and wants to at least equal it, if not exceed it. So the Ritz Carlton card will also probably have the 25 nights I'm not sure what other ways, we're kind of nerfing this card, but Chase really isn't in the monthly coupon game. Yes, DoorDash has a monthly credit, and they went to that over the annual credit, which was stupid, but at least Chase lets you roll over those credits. I don't think you're going to see Instacart. I don't know that you're going to see Lyft Pink All Access, but that would make a certain amount of sense. But I'll put a pin in a Ritz Carlton relaunch for another video, because I have to seriously think it through. But those are off the top of my head. Now, let's talk about another potential new card. I think Chase is going to launch their own specific business card with Marriott, because I'm sure this was all part of the last round of negotiations, which heavily tilted American Express. And Chase will want to fix so that they keep people in their ecosystem, so that folks aren't just, getting the Bonvoy Boundless, jumping up to the Ritz Carlton, pairing it with the Bonvoy Brilliant, or pairing it with the Bonvoy Business from American Express and having a mixed ecosystem. Chase would rather you keep everything in-house, right? So they'll launch their own version of the Bonvoy Business card, probably close to the same annual fee. That one you could probably clone pretty easily and give it the same 15 free nights. Bonvoy Gold, 7% discount on room bookings, and just kind of it wouldn't cost the 524 slot. So the new lineup will look like a no annual fee Bonvoy Bolb with automatic silver status, 5 nights toward your next elite status, the new 2 times categories, those are the big ones, and whatever other enhancements they're going to add to the card. Probably it already has Dash Pass, complimentary year of Dash Pass. I don't know what else they're going to do. Until they tell us, we'll just leave it at that. You'll have an updated Boundless with a higher annual fee, gold status, 15 free nights, and some other buffs as well, some other changes as well. A relaunched Carlton card, which will have a higher annual fee, hopefully Chase's industry-leading travel credit of $300, some other means to offset the annual fee, TSA Global Entry, access to the Sapphire Lounges, continued unlimited access, unlimited guests probably, and those were the big ones. Oh, and 25 nights instead of 15, and platinum status, not gold. And then I don't know what they would do with the Bountiful in this situation. They could have enough differentiation between the cards that they could just quietly kill off the Bountiful and then make the bevy look even stupider. Maybe. And then Chase's version of the Bonvoy Business card, which could just literally be a Bonvoy Business card that is a Visa Business card with the Bonvoy logo slapped on it, and is an exact carbon copy of the American Express version. Why would we do this? For Chase, to keep everyone in-house, to keep everything in-house, to match the Bonvoy Brilliant, and to eliminate cross-bank for their customers, not as a service to their customers, but to keep their customers with them, spending money with them, and getting the interchanges fees with them. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the new setup coming in July, but I would be surprised if all they do is just change the bold and not publicly release the Ritz Carlton card. I think we're definitely seeing the Ritz Carlton card. Everything else, besides what they've already said about the bold, may not happen, but hey, I'm free to speculate. Anyway, that's all I have for now. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you really like what I do, feel free to tip on any of my platforms and hit the super thanks button over here. And yep, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.